Many people assume that waking up once or several times during the night to use the bathroom is just a normal part of aging. In reality, it can be a silent warning that your health is at risk. Nighttime sleep is meant to be the body's most important period of restoration, when cells regenerate, hormones rebalance, and the brain clears away toxins. When this process is repeatedly interrupted by nighttime urination, the body cannot complete its natural repair work. Over time, this leads to accumulated fatigue, weakened immunity, and an increased risk of conditions such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and memory decline. What makes this even more concerning is that many people ignore the problem, believing it to be harmless. In fact, nocturia may be linked to deeper issues like hormonal imbalances, kidney disease, prostate problems, or even dietary habits that disrupt the bladder. The good news is that improving this condition does not always require medications or complicated treatments. There are natural, simple, and highly effective strategies that can reduce nighttime awakenings and restore uninterrupted rest. Among the most powerful yet overlooked solutions are certain common fruits, which not only help balance fluids and calm the body, but also promote deeper, more restorative sleep while supporting overall health. To truly understand why nocturia should never be dismissed, it is important to look at the silent yet profound effects it has on the body. At first glance, it may seem like nothing more than losing a few minutes of sleep, but each awakening during the night is a major disruption to the body's natural repair process. During the first hours of deep sleep, the body carries out essential restorative functions. Hormones are regulated, the immune system is strengthened, tissues and cells are repaired, and the brain clears away accumulated toxins. When nocturia repeatedly interrupts this process, the body cannot fully recover. This explains why many people, even after sleeping for what seems like enough hours, wake up feeling tired, sluggish, and unable to concentrate. The consequences extend far beyond morning fatigue. Studies have shown that chronic sleep disruption significantly increases the risk of cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, memory decline, depression, and even uncontrolled weight gain. Over time, the body can fall into a vicious cycle. Poor sleep raises stress levels. Stress elevates blood pressure. High blood pressure damages kidney function, and impaired kidney health further aggravates nocturia. In addition, the disruption of REM sleep, the stage essential for mental and emotional health, leaves many people irritable, emotionally unstable, and less productive during the day. In other words, nocturia is not just a minor inconvenience at night. It is a warning signal that deeper health issues may be developing. Recognizing its dangers is the first step toward protecting not only restful sleep, but also long-term well-being. After understanding how dangerous nocturia can be, the next question is, why does this condition occur? The causes are not always linked to serious diseases. In many cases, they come from daily habits that may seem harmless at first. One of the most common reasons is the excessive consumption of fluids right before bedtime. This doesn't only include water, but also soups, tea, coffee, and alcoholic beverages. All of these can stimulate the kidneys to produce more urine, which quickly fills the bladder and forces you to wake up during the night. Dietary choices also play an important role. Certain foods such as spicy dishes, very acidic fruits, tomatoes, chocolate, or artificial sweeteners can irritate the bladder and increase the urge to urinate at night. When this becomes a regular pattern, not only is sleep disrupted, but the urinary tract can also experience low-grade irritation or inflammation, further aggravating the condition. Nutritional deficiencies, especially in potassium and magnesium, are another contributing factor. Without adequate levels of these minerals, the body struggles to regulate fluid balance, leading to unnecessary water loss. This not only increases nighttime urination, but also reduces the body's ability to recover at the cellular level. Finally, nocturia may be a symptom of underlying medical conditions such as uncontrolled diabetes, chronic kidney disease, prostate enlargement in men, or hormonal imbalances in women. This highlights the importance of identifying the root cause. Only by addressing the underlying issue can nocturia be managed effectively and long-term improvements in sleep quality be achieved. Now that we have explored both the dangers of nocturia and its most common causes, it's time to shift focus to something more positive: the natural solutions available to improve this condition. While modern medicine often turns to medications or invasive treatments, there are simpler, safer, and surprisingly effective options already within reach. Among the most powerful of these are 3 everyday fruits: banana, pear, and grapes. Though humble and easy to find, these fruits carry unique nutritional properties that directly target the underlying factors of nocturia. When consumed regularly and at the right time, they can not only help reduce nighttime awakenings, but also enhance overall sleep quality, energy, and long-term health. Let's take a closer look at how each fruit works and why it deserves a place in your nightly routine. The banana is one of the most widely consumed fruits worldwide, but few people realize its potential as a natural remedy for sleep and bladder health. Bananas are rich in potassium and magnesium, 2 essential minerals that play critical roles in maintaining fluid balance, relaxing muscles, and calming the nervous system. When the bladder muscles are overly tense or irritated, the urge to urinate increases. By providing potassium and magnesium, bananas help these muscles relax, reducing the frequency of nighttime trips to the bathroom. Beyond their mineral content, bananas are also a natural source of tryptophan, an amino acid the body converts into serotonin and melatonin. These 2 hormones are essential for initiating and maintaining sleep. Serotonin helps regulate mood and relaxation, while melatonin signals to the body that it is time to rest. Together, they create the perfect environment for falling asleep faster and staying asleep longer. Bananas also have a unique ability to counteract excess sodium in the body. High-sodium diets often lead to fluid retention during the day, which the body attempts to eliminate at night. One of the reasons people experience nocturia. By balancing sodium levels, potassium in bananas helps the body release fluids more effectively during daytime hours, so the bladder is less active at night. How to use bananas effectively. For best results, consume a ripe banana about 1 hour before bedtime. It can be eaten on its own, sliced into a small bowl of natural yogurt, or combined with other sleep-friendly foods like a sprinkle of cinnamon. This timing allows the body to begin digesting the fruit and making use of its minerals and amino acids just as it transitions into sleep. As an added benefit, bananas can also reduce nighttime leg cramps, which are often caused by low potassium and magnesium levels. This means that by eating a banana before bed, you're addressing 2 common causes of sleep disruption: nocturia and muscle cramps. Often overlooked in favor of flashier fruits, the pear is a quiet powerhouse when it comes to supporting sleep and reducing nighttime urination. One of its most valuable features is its high content of structured water, a type of water that is absorbed more slowly by the body compared to plain drinking water. This gradual absorption keeps the body hydrated without overwhelming the bladder, reducing the likelihood of sudden urges to urinate during the night. Pears are also an excellent source of soluble fiber, particularly pectin, which helps regulate blood sugar levels. This is important because sharp spikes and drops in blood glucose can interfere with sleep and stimulate excess urine production. By maintaining more stable blood sugar levels, pears indirectly contribute to a calmer, more consistent sleep cycle. Another advantage of pears is their low acidity. Unlike citrus fruits or tomatoes, which can irritate the bladder and trigger nocturia, pears are gentle and soothing. This makes them especially beneficial for people with sensitive bladders or a history of urinary irritation. In addition, pears contain a variety of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that support kidney health, ensuring that the organs responsible for fluid balance are functioning optimally. How to use pears effectively. The best time to enjoy a pear is about 30 to 45 minutes before bedtime. It can be eaten fresh, sliced into a light salad, or paired with a small portion of low-salt cheese for added protein. This combination not only satisfies late-night hunger, but also promotes satiety without overloading the digestive system. By providing hydration, fiber, and bladder-soothing properties, pears serve as a natural aid for reducing nocturia and promoting more restful sleep. Grapes, especially the darker varieties such as purple or black grapes, are tiny but mighty when it comes to supporting sleep and reducing nocturia. Their most remarkable attribute is their natural content of melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating the sleep-wake cycle. While the body produces melatonin naturally, levels often decline with age, which contributes to sleep difficulties and nocturia in older adults. Consuming grapes in the evening can help replenish these levels and synchronize the body's internal clock, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. In addition to melatonin, grapes are rich in resveratrol, a potent antioxidant that supports cardiovascular health and reduces inflammation throughout the body. By lowering inflammation, resveratrol also helps calm the bladder lining, reducing irritation and the sensation of needing to urinate at night. Like bananas, grapes also provide a healthy dose of potassium, which helps regulate sodium levels and prevent fluid retention. This ensures that the body processes and eliminates fluids more efficiently during the day, leaving the bladder less burdened at night. Grapes are also naturally light and easy to digest, making them an ideal evening snack that won't weigh down the stomach or cause discomfort before bed. How to use grapes effectively. For maximum benefit, eat a small handful of fresh grapes, about 6-8, approximately 45 minutes before bedtime. They can be eaten alone or combined with a spoonful of natural yogurt. It's best to avoid commercial grape juice, which often contains added sugars and lacks the fiber and full nutritional profile of whole grapes. By combining natural melatonin, antioxidants, and fluid-balancing minerals, grapes provide a triple benefit: improved sleep quality, reduced nighttime urination, and overall better health. Individually, each of these fruits offers unique benefits, but when combined, their effects are even more powerful. A simple evening fruit salad made from half a banana, half a pear, and a small handful of grapes creates a balanced blend of minerals, fiber, antioxidants, and natural melatonin. This not only tastes delicious, but also provides the body with the tools it needs to rest deeply and minimize nighttime awakenings. Timing is critical. Consuming this fruit combination about 45–60 minutes before bed ensures that the body has time to digest and absorb the nutrients just as it transitions into sleep. To maximize effectiveness, it's important to avoid adding sugar, honey, or artificial sweeteners, which could destabilize blood sugar levels and counteract the benefits. A light sprinkle of cinnamon can be used instead, as it helps regulate blood glucose and adds a calming aroma. When paired with other healthy nighttime habits, such as reducing fluid intake 2 hours before bed, avoiding caffeine after midday, and creating a calm bedtime routine, this fruit-based approach can transform both the quality of sleep and overall well-being. Bananas, pears, and grapes may seem ordinary, but together they form a natural trio that directly addresses the root causes of nocturia. By relaxing the bladder, balancing fluid levels, stabilizing blood sugar, and supporting the body's natural sleep cycle, these fruits offer a safe, affordable, and enjoyable way to restore deep, uninterrupted rest. Unlike quick fixes or medications, their effects grow stronger with consistency, turning a simple dietary habit into a long-term solution for better sleep and better health. In addition to adding beneficial fruits to your evening routine, the impact on nocturia can be significantly greater when combined with healthy lifestyle habits. Small, intentional adjustments to daily behavior can create a profound difference in sleep quality and overall well-being. One of the most important strategies is managing fluid intake before bedtime. Drinking large amounts of water or other beverages within 2 hours of going to bed can cause the bladder to fill quickly, increasing the likelihood of nighttime awakenings. This does not mean that you should deprive yourself of water. The key is to spread hydration evenly throughout the day and gradually reduce intake in the evening. By doing so, the body stays properly hydrated without overwhelming the bladder during the night. Another critical factor is limiting caffeine. Often considered harmless, caffeine is present not only in coffee but also in black tea, sodas, energy drinks, and even chocolate. Caffeine stimulates the nervous system, making it harder to relax, while also acting as a diuretic, encouraging the kidneys to produce more urine. To minimize these effects, it is best to avoid caffeine altogether after midday. This gives the body time to metabolize the stimulant before bedtime, reducing both restlessness and nighttime urination. Your dinner choices also matter more than you might think. Meals that are overly salty, spicy, or acidic can irritate the bladder and increase the urge to urinate at night. High salt intake, in particular, leads to fluid retention during the day, which the body often eliminates during nighttime hours. The solution is to opt for lighter, more balanced evening meals that are gentle on the digestive system. Favor vegetables, fiber, and lean protein while minimizing heavy seasonings. This approach not only supports bladder health, but also improves digestion, making it easier to fall asleep comfortably. Equally important is relaxation before sleep. Stress and anxiety trigger the release of cortisol, a hormone that interferes with the production of melatonin, the body's natural sleep hormone. Establishing a pre-sleep ritual can make a world of difference. Simple practices such as reading a calming book, listening to soft music, doing a few minutes of meditation, or practicing deep breathing can help signal to the body that it is time to rest. Over time, this creates a powerful association between these activities and falling asleep peacefully. The sleeping environment itself should not be overlooked. A bedroom that is too hot, too bright, or too noisy can easily disrupt sleep, and any nighttime awakening increases the chances of feeling the need to urinate. Aim to keep your room comfortably cool. around 24 to 26 degrees Celsius, darkened with blackout curtains or shades, and as quiet as possible. Investing in a supportive mattress and pillow is also essential to maintain a comfortable sleeping posture and prevent physical discomfort that could lead to restless nights. When these supportive habits are combined with the natural benefits of bananas, pears, and grapes in your evening routine, the results can be transformative. Together, they create the conditions for deeper, more restorative sleep and fewer interruptions from nocturia. Over time, these changes do more than just reduce nighttime bathroom trips. They also enhance overall health by strengthening the immune system, supporting heart health, improving weight management, and stabilizing mood and energy levels. In short, adopting these simple but powerful lifestyle habits alongside natural dietary choices offers a comprehensive solution for regaining control over your nights. By being consistent, you not only reclaim restful sleep, but also invest in your long-term well-being. So far, we have explored why nocturia is dangerous, its most common causes, and how simple dietary choices and supportive habits can dramatically improve sleep. But sometimes, the most powerful way to understand a health issue is not through theory or medical explanation, but through the voices of real people who have lived with it. Their stories highlight the daily struggles, the hidden frustrations, and most importantly, the hope that small, consistent changes can truly transform nights of broken rest into mornings full of renewed energy. Let's look at several real-life experiences that illustrate both the challenges and the solutions. Marta, a 56-year-old teacher, used to think waking up 3 or 4 times each night was simply part of getting older. At first, she brushed it off as harmless, but gradually, she began to notice changes in her daily life. Constant fatigue, irritability with her students, and difficulty remembering details. She even considered early retirement because she felt she no longer had the energy to manage a classroom. One day, after reading about natural approaches to nocturia, Marta decided to make a change. She began eating a ripe banana every evening about an hour before bed and reduced her caffeine intake after lunch. Within 2 weeks, she noticed a difference. Instead of 4 nightly awakenings, she woke up only once. After a month, she often slept through the night without interruption. Marta described the transformation as getting her life back. She had more patience with her students, her memory improved, and she felt optimistic about her work again. For her, the key was realizing that nocturia was not a normal part of aging, but a signal her body needed support. Marta's story shows how a simple fruit and a mindful adjustment to daily habits can make a major difference. But what about people whose nocturia is linked not only to lifestyle, but also to underlying health conditions? That's where Jorge's experience offers another perspective. Jorge, a 62-year-old retired engineer, had been dealing with frequent nighttime urination for over 5 years. He assumed it was just age, until his wife insisted he see a doctor. Tests revealed an enlarged prostate, a common condition in men his age. While his doctor offered medication, Jorge was hesitant about side effects and wanted to try a natural approach first. He started following a structured evening routine. No fluids 2 hours before bed, a light dinner low in salt, and a small bowl of fruit salad with half a pear and a handful of grapes. The pears, with their gentle hydration, soothed his bladder, while the grapes provided melatonin to help him stay asleep longer. Within a month, Jorge's awakenings decreased from 5 times a night to 2. More importantly, he noticed he could fall back asleep quickly after waking, something that had been nearly impossible before. He combined this with regular medical checkups to monitor his prostate, ensuring he wasn't ignoring a serious issue. Jorge explained, "It wasn't just about sleeping better. It was about feeling like I had control again." While Jorge's story highlights the importance of balancing natural solutions with medical awareness, not everyone's nocturia stems from a medical diagnosis. For some, the problem is deeply tied to stress and lifestyle. That was the case for Elena. Elena, a 45-year-old marketing manager, lived a high-pressure life filled with deadlines and late-night emails. She began waking up multiple times per night, not only to urinate, but also because her mind wouldn't stop racing. The lack of sleep created a vicious cycle. More stress, higher blood pressure, and even more nighttime awakenings. Her turning point came when she started practicing a relaxation routine before bed. She replaced her evening coffee with herbal tea in the afternoon, dimmed the lights an hour before sleeping, and made a ritual of eating a banana and 6 grapes about 45 minutes before bed. The banana's magnesium helped relax her tense muscles, while the grape's melatonin encouraged deeper rest. After 6 weeks, Elena's sleep improved dramatically. She still had stressful days, but her body was better equipped to handle them because she was finally getting restorative rest. She described it as breaking free from the stress loop. Elena's case demonstrates how nocturia can be intensified by emotional and mental factors. But sometimes, even when people adopt healthier habits, progress comes more slowly. That was the reality for Antonio, who struggled with both nocturia and diabetes. Antonio, a 60-year-old shop owner, had uncontrolled type 2 diabetes for years. Frequent nighttime urination was just one of many symptoms he faced, but it was the one that bothered him most. He was skeptical that simple changes could help, since he believed his condition was too complex. Encouraged by his daughter, Antonio began small steps, reducing sugar in his diet, replacing his usual dessert with a pear in the evening, and committing to no caffeine after midday. It wasn't easy, and progress was slow. In the first month, he still woke up 2 or 3 times per night. But by the 3rd month, with improved blood sugar control and consistent use of bananas and grapes in his evening routine, Antonio experienced nights of uninterrupted sleep for the first time in years. His doctor noted that better sleep was also improving his glucose regulation, creating a positive cycle. Antonio said, "It wasn't a miracle overnight, but consistency gave me results I never thought I'd see again." Antonio's experience reminds us that change doesn't always come quickly, but persistence pays off. Finally, let's look at a story that captures how even younger adults can face nocturia and how early intervention can prevent long-term problems. Sophia, only 34, was shocked when she began waking up twice a night to use the bathroom. She thought nocturia was an older person's issue, but her lifestyle told another story. She often drank large amounts of water and energy drinks late at night while working on her laptop, then went straight to bed. After researching, Sophia made several changes. She shifted most of her hydration to earlier in the day, cut out evening energy drinks, and started eating a small fruit bowl with banana, pear, and grapes before bed. Within a week, she noticed she was waking only once per night. Within a month, she often slept through the night entirely. Sophia's main lesson was preventive. I realized that if I didn't change my habits now, this small problem could grow into something much worse as I aged. From Marta's classroom struggles to Sophia's early wake-up call, these stories reveal that nocturia can affect anyone, regardless of age or background. They also show that while the causes vary, from stress to prostate issues, from dietary habits to chronic disease. The path to improvement often begins with small, natural changes. Bananas, pears, and grapes are more than just fruits. They are tools for restoring balance, supporting sleep, and reclaiming energy. Coupled with healthy routines and persistence, they provide a gentle yet powerful way to turn restless nights into truly restorative rest. Throughout this discussion, we have uncovered the hidden impact of nocturia, a condition many dismiss as a normal part of aging or an unavoidable inconvenience. But as we have seen, waking up multiple times a night to use the bathroom is far from harmless. It disrupts the deep stages of sleep when the body performs its most critical repair processes, regulating hormones, rejuvenating cells, strengthening immunity, and clearing toxins from the brain. Over time, these nightly interruptions erode physical, mental, and emotional health, leaving people exhausted, irritable, and vulnerable to serious conditions like heart disease, diabetes, depression, and memory decline. The encouraging truth, however, is that nocturia is not an unsolvable problem. While it can sometimes be linked to underlying medical conditions that require professional attention, in many cases it is deeply influenced by lifestyle choices. How much and when we drink fluids, the types of foods we eat, the stress we carry into bedtime, and the environment in which we sleep. This means there is tremendous potential to improve the situation through small, natural adjustments. One of the simplest yet most effective strategies lies in diet, specifically the inclusion of bananas, pears, and grapes in the evening routine. Each of these fruits carries unique properties that directly address common causes of nocturia. Bananas provide potassium, magnesium, and tryptophan to relax muscles, balance fluids, and promote the production of serotonin and melatonin. Pears offer structured water, gentle hydration, soluble fiber, and bladder-soothing qualities that calm irritation and stabilize blood sugar levels. Grapes deliver natural melatonin and resveratrol, helping the body synchronize its internal clock, reduce inflammation, and maintain proper fluid balance. Together, these fruits form a natural trio that works not only to reduce nighttime awakenings, but also to restore the quality of sleep that is essential for long-term health.